Hello, and welcome to Constellation News. We are here to briefly indulge you in the Battle of Stalingrad and what happened a couple days ago. But before that, we'll tell you what was going on at the time. At the time, World War II was occurring. The Axis powers and the Allied nations were in conflict. In one of the fights was the Battle of Stalingrad. Stalingrad was a city in Western Soviet Union, and it was a vital industrial and transport center. The casualty numbers were high, and there were plentiful amounts of wounded and captured for both sides involved. The Axis powers suffered 850,000 total casualties, 400,000 Germans, 200,000 Romanians, 130,000 Italians, and 120,000 Hungarians were killed or wounded or even captured during this conflict. This is compared to the 1,129,619 total casualties suffered by the Soviet Union. This was the result of heavy fighting back and forward between the two sides that led to mass casualties. This conflict occurred in the streets of the city. There was fighting from house to house, and many civilians were caught in the midst of the conflict. Civilians were also heavily affected by air assault raids by the German Luftwaffe. Anywhere from 25,000 to 40,000 Soviet civilians were killed in a single week of aerial bombing. One of the most memorable soldiers during the Battle of Stalingrad was the Soviet sniper named Vasily Zaitsev. Between November 10th and December 17th, 1942, he killed a total of 225 soldiers, including 11 enemy snipers. The Battle of Stalingrad was a turning point in the war in the Western Front. The Germans were never able to go on the attack again and had to withdraw much of the force on the west to make up for the losses. This was a strategically decisive win for the Soviets at Stalingrad. They were able to hold off the Germans and begin their offensive after the end of this battle. The Germans showed much overconfidence and underestimated the Soviets' power, leading to their failure at Stalingrad. This is Peter Puz at Constellation News, signing off.